Hello, in this video, I'll address the bullet points listed under 2B. These are the fields that we would like to be added under restaurants. So in the previous video, we left off pretty much under the location of Ames with the test restaurant. And when we added that, we have fields to fill in. The first one, number one, is the sign menu field. Um, Recall that I mentioned earlier, a menu can be made irrespective of restaurant entry. So now I'm ready to enter the restaurant information. I can go in and assign any of the menus that exist under the Ames location. So earlier we made the menu test restaurant, so let's assign it there. And there it goes. Um, I would choose a location that was under your software is made under city management and the zone as well. So I would choose Ames. And then if you scroll down for number two, method of order received by restaurant. What I mean by that is when a customer order comes in, how do we get it to the restaurant? Some restaurants choose to get it by email. So then we would have to enter their email here. And it could be through email printer that's hooked up to the internet, and when the order comes in, it automatically prints out the order, or through fax, or through a GPRS printer, and then you would enter the information of that printer here. So basically, three ways of getting the order: via printer, email, fax, or a GPRS printer. Okay, so moving on to number three, order placement method. This is for the dispatcher, kind of like a note that pops up accompanying an order. So let's say an order comes in and it says call in as customer. The dispatcher will then know that they need to call the restaurant, place the order under the name of the customer. Or it can call in as a partner, which means it's to a restaurant that is partnered with us and they don't have fax or email or a printer. We telephone them, place the order, as their business partner, a restaurant business partner, or through a cellular printer, driver call in, meaning the dispatcher will tell the driver to call in the order, or driver pay and pickup. That means the driver probably goes through a drive-through, places the order and pays for it, or the dispatcher placed it and the driver still has to pay for it when they go to pick up the order, or through email, fax, point of sales, or to place the order online. And what that means is more than likely a non-partner restaurant and they have a website. Our dispatcher will have to go in, transcribe the customer order onto that restaurant's website. So these are order placement methods to tell the dispatcher what to do with this order when it comes in. It's a handy feature that they don't have to be like lost. What do I do with this order? It tells you what to do with it when it comes in. If we go and talk about number four, it talks about delivery fee calculation. So in this software, you can go up and it's under manage fees. Here, fees calculated to be paid by the customer is set up here. Breakfast delivery time. This is the estimate time from the point that the customer places the order to someone knocking on their door to hand them their food. We can define it as, let's say, 60 minutes, for example. And tier one is the miles that is included in the base price. So let's say it's 5 miles is included in the base price of $4 base delivery fee. And the tier one fee is the amount of money that a customer pays if they live further than 5 miles. So let's say it's 0.5 for 50 cents. And here we define the minimum amount of money that a customer has to order for their order to be able to be delivered. Let's define it as $10. Lunch is $10. Dinner, we can do $15. Increase how much the customer has to pay. So what this means is when a customer places the order, the estimated delivery time will be 60 minutes. Base delivery fee is $4, and depending when they order, they either have to order a minimum of $10 or $15. And included in the base delivery fee of $4, the 5 miles is included. Anything after 5 miles will be 50 cents every mile after that. Another feature that we really need is maximum miles the driver is capable of delivering. So here we define the maximum distance. Let's say it is 10 miles, and we click and save. So then if a customer lives 10 miles or under, we are able to deliver to them. Anything after that, they cannot order from the restaurant. Okay. Let's go to add markup price, and that would be under the financial tab in the software. The field that we want to focus on is delivery fee commission. This is where we define, let's say we make 3% off the delivery fee commission. The account type is partnered or non-partnered. This helps us with reporting to define who is partnered with us and who's a non-partner. This is like the big chains that we can't get a contract with, and partners are the smaller restaurants that they know that we work with closely. Here is a local sales tax. We need it defined here because here in the US, we have state and local sales tax. And depending on where the restaurant is located, even separate restaurants in the same city but different areas may have different sales tax, so it needs to be defined by the restaurant, and it can't be unlike under your software under a city or country or state. Ours is a lot more defined, I suppose you can say. So under here, it would reflect, so if a customer orders from this particular restaurant, they would be subjected to a 7.5 local sales tax rate. And this, all of the tax will be remitted to the restaurant. The restaurant pays this at the end of the year when they do their taxes. So as a delivery business, we don't get any of the sales tax. Okay. The markup type, this is either done by percent or fixed amount. By doing this, this automatically increases the price of the menu, so that when the customer orders, it reflects that increase in price. Let's say this restaurant wants to mark up the percent by 10%. So we do so. If an order was $1, now it is automatically done $1.10. In the menu entry, the item was entered as $1, but if we do this here, the customer facing menu will reflect the 10% markup, and they will see $1.10. Now the markup rounding is, for instance, when we do a markup percent and the total becomes a weird odd number, we can make it look nice by rounding it. So here in this example, if we enter 0.49 and the markup item price after the markup becomes like an odd number of $5.28, it will then automatically be rounded to $5.49, which is just a cleaner looking number. So this is a nice feature to have, so we don't have a funky roundup number of like $3.21. If I define it as 0.25, that $3.21 would be automatically $3.25. So it doesn't look so weird. Okay, so there's that. We've covered the count type, the local sales, markup rounding. And the last feature is the cloning feature. Let's say I've entered everything in. The owner of Test Restaurant has 2 in the same city, same exact thing. The only difference is the address and the phone number. So I can quickly click clone, and it copied everything that I've entered in Test Restaurant A, and now this is going to be called Test Restaurant B, and everything is saved. And I just have to select a menu. Let's do test restaurant 2. Let's say the menu is almost the same, but a few items are different. I could choose um, a separate menu. I don't have to use test restaurant A's menu. Okay, so there is the features under restaurant fields that hopefully you guys can add for us. Thank you.